not going to allow the Democrats to use this as a political cudgel. There's no point in having a vote today because the administration is already doing everything within their power to release them. They've gone to the grand jury. They've requested the courts to unseal the documents so that they can be released. The president himself has said all credible evidence should be put out to the American people while protecting the innocent.
It doesn't make
the gentleman doth protest too much.
Yes, and frankly, is it not? I'm actually offended as an American. Just like I'm offended, because we can see with our own two eyes that everybody here is acting all skittish.
Just do the thing.
Just do the thing.
Just do it. And to say that the president asked for the release. I mean, look, we all know that Pam Bondi, asking the grand jury to release the files, A, that's going to be a long process. B, and it's not certain that will be approved. B, the files that are going to be released are going to be a minuscule part of the entire subset of files that are there. So the things that are important to be released, the grand jury is not going to release all of those. So, and Donald Trump has even said on television that he was not told that his name was in the files. But now,
so do you think you're saying the president lied?
Simone, I'm just telling you what the facts are, and I know you. I'm sure you and I probably share this opinion. But I think what you're saying is really important. You're offended. The American people actually are offended about this because they can see a cover-up, and the minute there's a cover-up, you want to know what they're covering up. And so the more they try to say, oh, we don't have a problem, but then do everything they can. I mean, they passed a non-binding resolution in the Rules Committee, which they didn't even bring to the floor. It was non-binding. It had such a long list of exceptions for what they wanted to see be released that it didn't make any sense. These are exactly the kinds of things that people do when they have fear about what's going to be in there.
There are the files, and then there are the multiple efforts to speak with Ghislaine Maxwell. I want to know if you think having her testify would in fact be useful, and if you think that should be conducted by the DOJ or by House Oversight.
Yes, I think it would be very useful. She should come and testify, but she should do it in public. I do not trust Blanche to go and interview her in some prison where nobody even knows what she's saying, what he's saying, no Democrats in the room, no outside corroboration of what she's saying. I mean, this is not an administration that tells the truth. They constantly lie, and I think that we need to make sure that this is all in public. The public deserves to see what is in these files. And again, I'm struck by the witnesses, who were sexually abused by Epstein now coming out and saying that they feel so outraged by what's going on because they no longer think that there's going to be justice in this case in holding him accountable or the other powerful people that are involved. And I guess I want to connect the dots here too, because I don't think that this is just about the Epstein case or the Epstein files. I think this is about an administration that constantly lies to the American people, that betrays the American people, that says one thing and does something completely different. And this is tied to the corruption and the concentration of power in Donald Trump and his billionaire backers, that they get away with all kinds of things, and the American people are held to a different standard. So that's true if you're talking about Medicaid cuts. It's true if you're talking about Jeffrey Epstein. It's true when you're talking about the giant transfer of wealth from poor people and working people to the billionaire class.
Those are narratives that are profoundly important given how the administration has behaved in its first 6 months, the things it has done to deconstruct government to the point where it is virtually useless to people who need those services. Important storylines. But you have Mike Johnson saying, hey, there's nothing to see here. We're just going home. You have Tom Tillis saying, release the damn documents, right? And then you've got Donald Trump going, what documents? Oh, yes, she's a nice person. That's why I said nice things about Ghislaine Maxwell or this person or that. But all of it means nothing. Where do you see Democrats, not just in the pressure answer that you gave before, but when you get on the other side of this, where do you, I guess for me, what do you expect from Ghislaine Maxwell? because she's in jail for 20 years.
Yeah.
She had her trial, evidence was presented, they went through the whole thing. What is the expectation from that? I mean,
She's been tight as a
she's
tick
been
for like
tight.
10 years.
Thank you, Simone.
Very tight.
So I'm just really curious what everybody's talking about. Well, this is the thing, this is the moment. I'm like, no. And last night I compared her to Donald Trump's accountant.
Yeah.
Right, Mr.
Yeah.
Weisel, who kept his mouth shut. I'll go to jail for you, Trump.
Yeah.
She is gone to jail for Epstein.
Yeah.
Because if she had something to sort of exonerate herself
Yeah.
and to get herself out of the fix she was in and prove, or to just use this leverage and say,
Yeah.
well, if y'all do that, I got a list of names.
Yeah.
What do people expect
I mean,
here?
I really don't know, but it's why we have to have her testify. I mean, I think that it's quite possible that there's some pardon deal that was agreed on, maybe not for immediate time, but maybe there was something that was agreed on. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what she's been promised by Trump. I don't know what Todd Blanche is going to go and promise her if she
Is that
testifies.
something that we asked?
Oh, I think we have to. I mean, and that's why I think it's important also that she testifies in public, because these are all conjectures. I can make up a lot of things, but we need to hear what she has to say. The American public needs to hear what she has to say. And at the end of the day, this is a story about powerful men in power and corruption and betrayal of the American people. That's what it's about.
All right, Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal. Thank you.